3 Saturday. Pirates versus the Knights of Gilbert, Arizona.
Yeah, live from the Great Park Ice Arena in Irvine, California.
One of our preferred venues. Give you guys a look around. This is one of 4 sheets here. Plenty of seating. This is rink 1. This is like one of their smaller rinks. But some of you guys were here, remember this from last year. Very nice place. Pirates wearing their red today. Refs just took the ice. We're just waiting on the refs to show up. Get started with the warm-ups. A couple minutes and we'll have a puck drop.
From Arizona. They already look a little bit more organized.
I think they're 1-0-1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So they played we have a common opponent already in this tournament. We beat that team 7-1, and they beat them 7-3, I think. So should be a much better matchup for the boys today.
Yep.
Hopefully a little bit
there's
of a
the boys doing their stretch on the line, like they haven't seen that yet this tournament.
Yeah, trying to get a little, now the whole
get under their skin a little bit, playing the mental game.
Trying that intimidation factor a little bit. Knights don't appear to be phased by it. They look like they got some good-sized kids.
Yeah. We watched them play last night. Definitely a better team than the Jets, but if we play like we played our first game, organized, skating hard, playing smart, I think we should fare pretty well. Now had multiple parents come up and ask us about the discrepancy with the name, our team name on the schedule being the Mustangs versus our Pirates team apparel. So we've had to explain that a couple times. Some parents are probably suspicious that there's like some shenanigans going on with us bringing in unrostered players or something. I don't know, but it's pretty easy to explain it. 20 more seconds left to warm up, then we'll have a puck drop and get this party started. So far, all of our guys are avoiding any kind of injuries or anything like that. Everyone's healthy. Things are good. So did you say that our morning game tomorrow is locked in, or it depends on the result here?
It depends on the seeding.
Okay.
So if they're in the top 4...
Either way, you'll only have one game tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. If they're in the top 4, it's a morning game. It just depends on what time. And those are the 2 semifinals. You win and you play on Monday. You lose and the tournament's over.
Knights wearing the white and purple. Pirates in the red and white. Got Kenny, Duncan, and Kieran up front. Maddox and Bubba in the back to start. 13 minutes on the clock. Goalies are ready. Both teams are ready. Here we go.
Looks like we got a
Kenny dumps the
mouthpiece
face-off
on
back to Bubba. Bubba and Duncan try to push it forward. Kenny's in the zone. Kenny on top of the hash marks, gets around last defender. Shot, side of the net, behind the net. Knights move it up the far wall. Pirates able to slow it down, keep it in the zone.
Good
Bubba
keep.
keeps it in. Kieran and Kenny behind the goal, lose track of the puck. Bubba down the wall, Kenny in the corner. Kenny right through the face-off circle, switches it over to Kieran. Kieran with the nice shot, or Duncan with the nice shot. Duncan challenges in the corner. Kenny comes to help. Got Kenny, Duncan, and Kieran tied up in the corner, trying to free the puck. Knights come away with it. They try to shovel it out. Bubba steps in. Knights are forced back down into the corner. Kieran and Kenny on the wall. Bubba able to keep it in. Bubba sends it back down the wall. And the Knights clear the zone. Here come the Knights with a push. Maddox back to slow him down. Maddox chased it into the corner. Knights with a centering pass. Duncan sweeps it away. Duncan able to clear the zone. Duncan stretches it over to Kenny. Kenny top of the hash marks. Duncan picks it up. Duncan shot. Goalie with a great save. First 90 seconds. Duncan with a great look. Goalie with a good save.
Yeah, most of those first, 90 seconds? Majority of that's been in our offensive zone, so it's a good sign. Let's keep that pressure up here.
Kenny stays out there. Luke and Jai on for his wingers. And Cade and Nash in the back now. Knights try to move it out. Pirates able to keep it in. Jai in the circle, finds Kenny. Kenny tries to find Luke. Nash is going to step up now. Nash throws it towards the goal, bounces wide. Good look there. Kenny dumps it to Cade. Cade just about loses it, but keeps it in. Puck bounces in towards the goalie. Kenny behind to retrieve it. Kenny in the corner. Kenny backs it to Luke. Luke in the corner now. Luke centers it. Goal! Let's go! Pirates score first. Greasy goal from Jai. Great little centering shot feed from Luke there.
Okay, he camped out in that crease for a very long time there.
Pirates take an early 1-0 lead. 10:47 on the clock. Connor wins the face-off. Bubba flips it ahead. Xavier's going to chase this one in. Xavier pressures. Xavier goes it in. Wins the challenge. He's still pushing through the face-off circle. Goes for a centering pass right through the crease. Luke centers it. And the Knights clear the zone. He bumped off the puck in the center. Knights in the center. Dump it in. Hand goes up for an icing. There's the whistle. 10:15 to go in the first. Pirates up 1-0.
I like here they keep track of shots on goal for us as well. So
Yeah.
no shots on goal for the Knights just yet. We've managed 3. This feels like a little bit more than 3, but we'll go with the official scoreboard here.
Good pressure. Face off one. Bubba steps up. Bubba with a quick release gets blocked. Luke's going to chase it over to the wall. Uppy supports him. Luke dumps it into the corner. Connor behind the net. Unable to settle the puck. Now he gets bumped off the puck. Xavier in a challenge. Here goes Bubba again. Top of the circle. Throws it on net. Goalie blocks it. Connor with a follow-up. And Connor scores! Nice put away by Connor to give the Pirates their second goal of the game.
Yeah, so the puck got thrown to the net there, and goalie unable to handle that rebound. Easy putback for Connor. For his second goal of the tournament.
Yeah, that was good. He was playing ready hockey.
Looks like we got a goalie change. Do we got a goalie change, or is that just the same one? I think that's the same one. They just skated over for a little coaching.
Face off behind Kenny, backs it up to Maddox. Maddox turns, sends it up the far wall. Puck gets through towards Cole. He'll cover for a whistle. .9:41 in the period. Pirates up 2-0. Kenny in for the face-off. Maddox behind him. Caden Duncan in front of the net with Kieran on the far wall. Pirates push ahead. Maddox gains the zone. Puck comes over to Kieran. Kieran's going to pick it up. He throws it on net. Bounces behind. Cade's going to pick this one up on the near wall. Cade throws it back down the corner to Kenny. Kenny in the corner. Kenny working to find some space. Kenny gets bumped off the puck. Feeds it to Duncan. Back to Maddox. Maddox and Duncan in the corner. Maddox looking for options. Maddox pinned against the wall, kicks it over to Kenny. Kenny behind the net. Nobody in front of the net right now. Kenny gets held up behind. Kenny dances on the red line, finds some open space, shoots it, blocked by the goalie. Knights with the counter attack. Maddox is back to pick it up. And Pirates get caught offside.
Pirates were fighting to get back on sides there, but just couldn't get back.
Really good pressure there, though. Jai, Duncan, and Luke up top. Cade and Maddox. Luke finds Maddox all alone over on the left. Maddox is going to walk right in. Maddox with a far shot right in the chest. Goalie holds it for a whistle.
He had Duncan streaking down the right there. But good shot. Good things happen. You throw pucks to the net, just like last time. Get that rebound, and would have been a nice putback for Duncan, crashing the net right there.
Guy behind the net bumps it over to the corner. Duncan picks it up. Duncan looks up. The Knights pick it up on the far wall. They're going to skate it out. They've got a 2-on-1 against Cade. Luke hurries back on the back check. Knights in the zone. Cade and Luke slow him down. Knights pick the puck up. Shot behind the net. Knights send it back the other way. Pick it up in the other corner. Centering pass right across the crease. Great opportunity. Really dangerous play there. Knights just about got a first goal.
High danger chance there for the Knights.
Very good play there. Luke picks it up. Luke exit the zone. Pirates are going to get a power play here. I think that's going to be a slashing call on one of the Knights. Our coaches raised their hands, but I'm not sure the refs saw the offending player. There they go.
Number 44 lost her stick a couple of times. A couple of times in that possession, lost her stick a little bit. Not sure exactly what happened, but called for interference, and Pirates go on a power play. We should get a power play sponsor, penalty kill sponsor like the Knights have. The Golden Knights.
Yeah. Why don't you start working on that?
Yeah, we're looking for.
Put out the feelers.
We're looking for sponsors.
Help keep this.
Give Daniel a call.
Help keep this meager broadcast alive.
Yeah.
7:30 left to go in the first. Pirates on the power play. Kenny spins around the face-off circle, sends it over to Kieran. Puck comes back to Kenny. Bubba with it on his stick, sends it back down to Kenny in the corner. Kenny looking for options. Kenny in the face-off circle. Top of the slot. Kenny shoots, scores. Just
like that, the power play's over. Knights struggling there a little bit with the penalty kill. Pirates 3-0, 7:14 to go in the opening period.
Connor takes the draw. Luke skates over to it. Puck comes back to Nash. Nash moves it up to the middle. Luke and Connor try to get it. Over to Xavier. Xavier with the puck. Knights pick up the puck. Knights skate through. Nash pokes it away. Back to Nash. Now Luke. Nash gets it. Nash tries to move it up the wall. Gets slowed down by the Knights. There's Connor with the puck. Connor in the zone. Knights trying to get it towards the goal. They throw it wide into the corner. Xavier's going to chase this one to the far wall. He challenges. Bubba steps in. Bubba gets nailed against the wall. Quick to pop up though. Here comes Xavier in the corner. Pirates trying to get it into some open space. Luke falls down. Xavier steps over. Knights back the other way. Here comes Connor with the challenge. Knights down the wall. Knights getting the zone. Uppy in the corner behind the net. Cade goes chase. Cade in the corner. Cade sends it around the boards up to Luke. Luke on the wall. And Luke clears the zone. He's got Duncan ahead of him, but can't get control of the puck. There he goes. Now he dumps it in, and that's going to be an ice. 5:35 left to go in the first. Pirates with a 3-0 lead. Shots favoring the Pirates 8-0.
A little bit of pressure there from the Knights in their offensive zone, but no shots on goal.
Yeah. No, they're very capable of putting it in the net. They got
I don't know how that one
post.
get counted as a shot on goal, that high danger chance. It looked like it went off the post a little bit.
I don't know if he got a hold of it actually. Puck trickles out into the Knights zone. Duncan and Jai chase. Back to the blue line. Uppy keeps it in. Luke sends it back down into the corner. Jai's going to chase it. Jai against the wall. Trying to find Duncan in the middle, and the goalie falls on it. So 5:09 scores 3-0. Pirates lead.
Good effort by Jai there to win the puck and just throw the puck toward the crease. He wasn't in a position to take a shot from behind the net.
He was hustling there. That was a good shot.
Yeah.
A lot of good hustle from Jai there.
Yeah. Jai's dad was telling me that he's been working on his speed and showing up here, looking a little bit faster.
Quick shot off the face-off. Rebound.
Just wide.
Cade picks it up in the neutral zone. Knights have to reset. Pirates have to reset. Uppy steps up. Uppy sends it up to Luke. Luke dangles. Duncan gets it. Duncan gains his zone. He centers it. Jai's not quite in position yet. He chases it into the corner. Jai in the corner. Back to the crease for Duncan. Duncan just about has a foot away. Duncan down in the corner. Another quick goal. About a second of the game.
Yeah, that's that effort that he's working on, right? Being the first to the puck, winning it, throwing it back to the crease, and then he just doesn't stand there, right? He follows it up and he works his way back in front of the net for the easy putback. 4-0 Pirates.
Good greasy goal. Just keep doing that. Just keep crashing the net, throwing pucks at the goalie.
Yeah, throw pucks at the net, crash it, follow it up. They're not hanging on to the puck. There's a lot of rebounds coming off there. That's going to lead to a number of scoring chances here for the Pirates.
Puck comes back to Bubba. Bubba sends it ahead to Kenny. Kenny gains his zone. Gets it poked away. Here come the Knights. Offsides. That player might have been into some open space had he not skated past the puck there.
That's a good poke check to disrupt the flow. Keep the puck on the good side of the blue line there.
Kenny wins the draw, flips it over to Kieran. Kenny back up the center. He's got Connor to his right. Kenny goes in all alone. Kenny dingles, loses the puck. Connor with the puck. Connor down in the corner. Knights on the attack. Bubba watching him. Shot goes wide. Knights down in the corner. Maddox and Kenny. Here comes Bubba. Connor pokes it out of his. By the way, Bubba's still skating with it. Bubba's in the zone. Here comes Bubba. Bubba gets a good look. Bounces over and in. Bubba with the Pirates' 5th goal. Great shot.
I'm gonna have to talk to him about that one. He had Kieran streaking down on the left. I mean, the outcomes were what we want there with the goal, but had a prime opportunity to capture another assist this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm a big assist guy. I love the assist.
You like the playmaking.
Oh yeah.
Because that shot, 9 times out of 10 isn't going in.
Yeah.
You gotta let the bounce there. Jai spins off the face-off. Pirates gain the zone. And Knights
That should
content
be
to
an
just
icing
ice
there.
it. 3:21 left to go. Pirates lead 5-0. Scorekeepers yet to credit the Knights with a shot on goal. Pirates
I
with
feel like they
13.
had
Colts had
one
to
or two, yeah.
bump a shot or two away, I believe. Shot back to Jai.
Jai going for the
Jai just
Hattie.
about settled it for another shot. Puck gets dumped in the corner. Duncan's back there. Duncan tries to throw it on net. Puck gets blocked. Knights behind their own goal. 3 minutes left to play in the first. Uppy quick to challenge. Here come the Knights trying to mount an attack. Uppy pushes him wide. Knights unable to shoot. Duncan recovers it. It's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Duncan's in. He's got Luke to his left. Luke takes it, tries to give it back to Duncan, throws it into their feet. Pirates unable to shoot. Jai back to his feet in the corner. 2 Knights able to strip the puck away. Jai able to poke it back towards the middle. Duncan slows that exit down. Uppy on the far wall. Uppy gets taken down from behind. Knights are going to get called for that. And Knights are going to go back to the box. Another power play for the Pirates with 2:17 left to go in the period. Power play unit out there. Connor, Luke, and Xavier, Maddox, and Kate in the back. Xavier throws it on net. It goes wide. That was a good look. Maddox over, keeps it in.
Looked like he put a little bit of spice on that one.
Nice with a short-handed push. Pirates deny him. Maddox picks it up. Maddox flings it over to Xavier. Xavier at the red line loses the puck. Luke picks it up though. Luke with the look. Shot goes wide. Luke in with the pressure. Here comes Xavier. Xavier's got lots of time and space. He throws it on net. It gets blocked. Here come the Knights. Cade and Maddox in the back. Cade doing a good job tracking. Knights pull up. Unable to get a shot. Pirates defense denies. 1:30 left to go in the period. Puck comes up to Luke. Luke pushes it out. Knights send it back down. Cade settles it. 1:15 left to go in the period. 55 seconds left to go on the power play. Okay, leads the puck to Kenny. Kenny picks it up. He's going to get some speed. He's going to go all the way. Kenny straight up the middle. He's got one man to beat. Goes to his left. Outskates the goal. Tries to find a pass. Loses the puck. Puck gets sent back up there. Bubba backhands it back down to Duncan. Duncan throws it on net. Kieran settles it over to Kenny. Off the post. 4 quality passes in that exchange. Kenny finds Duncan right at the top of the slot, bounces off the Duncan stick, he backs it to Maddox. Maddox with the slapper, bounces wide. 10 seconds left to go on the Pirates power play. Sent pass to Duncan. Pirates dumping shots on, nothing in yet. Here goes Kieran again, back to Maddox. Maddox to Duncan. Unable to put it in. 10 seconds left in the period. Knights send it out. Kieran sends it back up ice. 3, 2, 1. And there's the buzzer. Exciting first period. Pirates lead 5-0, credited with 14 shots. Knights credited with 0 shots on goal.
I don't think that's entirely accurate, but yeah, definitely more activity in our offensive zone in this opening period here. See, during these little intermissions, I know they're quick, but this is where we could give the shout out to our sponsors that help contribute, to this.
You want to clog our
intermission.
You want to clog our broadcast with advertisers now, Johnny?
I do.
You selling out?
I mean, for all 6 people that are viewing this,
I wonder how much we could charge for a spot.
nickel.
Here we go for the second period. Pirates skating right to left.
So who do we have on the board? Jai with 2, Kenny with 2, and Bubba with a goal for the 5?
Sounds about right. Pirates able to push it into zone. Uppy down on the boards, looking for options. Throws it on net. High goal.
I think Luke got a stick on that.
I think so too. Uppy just throws it on net.
I mean, the shot might have gone in without a little bit of help, but Luke Evans there just to make sure. He's like, yeah, we're going to make sure this goes in.
Pirates with an early 24-second goal. Puts it up, puts the Pirates up 6-0. Couple of the Knights players calling for a high stick, but Luke on the wall, dumps it in. Xavier chases. Knights send it behind their own net. Uppy down on the wall. Xavier comes in to help. Connor's backing him up. Xavier on the puck. Knights skate it behind their net. Up the far wall. Nash is on the blue line. Gets past him. Uppy's going to chase this one down. Uppy turns around. Looks towards the near wall. Finds Connor, but Knights get caught off sides. That was a close one, but probably did pop out of the zone.
Yeah, good to get that puck across the blue line there and disrupt the rush, because the Knights would have had numbers. That would have been a tough one.
Yeah. Fresh skaters on for the Pirates. First minute of the second period gone. Face-off one sent back to Bubba. Bubba sends it all the way off cross ice to Maddox. Maddox gains the zone. Maddox with pressure loses the puck. Knights able to bump it into the neutral zone. Bubba's going to chase this one down. Bubba first one to the puck. He's going to go behind his own net. Sends it over the boards to Maddox. Maddox loses his stick. Knights on the puck. Maddox gets away with a little push. Parents aren't happy. Duncan flips it up ice. Knights keep it in the zone. They throw it on net. Bouncing puck behind the net. Knights first to it. Knights on the far wall. Luke Kahn picks it up. Puck gets sent up to Jai, all the way down ice. Right on goal, so no icing call. We got a no-zone face-off. What do you think, Maddox got away with something there? He didn't have a stick.
It didn't look like a ton. You know, when these kids are young, not the best skaters.
Doesn't take much to put them down.
Doesn't take much to put them down. It did
not
look like
we got 3 refs out there, so
yeah.
none of them even hesitated.
No, I don't think you're going to get that call at this level.
Kieran keeps the puck alive in the Knights zone. Kenny down the wall. Finds Jai behind the net. Kieran over to support. Kieran in the corner. Jai back down to help. Kenny's posted up right in the slot. Shot score.
They just keep throwing the pucks back into the crease, fighting for those puck battles on the end boards there, throwing it back into the crease. Like if you look at most of the goals,
anytime the puck goes down there, you're drawing 2, maybe 3 skaters behind the net,
and they leave the front of the net wide open. So most of the goals are off rebounds, easy little putbacks, right in front of the crease, high danger areas that just aren't being protected.
Pirates up 7-0, 10:54 left to go in the second. Knights gain the zone. Jai skates over, picks the puck up, clears it up to Kenny. Knights send it back, but Jai does a good job with his feet to slow down. Nash steps in, flips it back over to his players. Kieran with the puck on the red line. Kieran looking for options. He's going to skate over towards his bench, and he gains to the zone. Gets his pocket picked. Kieran gets back into the zone.
Might have been an offside there on the Pirates. No call.
Kenny back behind the net. Kenny goes for the wrapper. Puck's still free. Cade with the puck. Cade flips it back down the wall. Cross ice to Nash. Oh, right through his stick. Nash is wanting that one back.
See, there again, it wasn't a whole lot. Like they're both going for the puck. It's not a blatant trip, and I know the parents are a little bit upset over this one, but not a blatant trip. They're both going to the puck, taking different paths, and their legs get tangled up. And Kenny to the box with the tripping call here.
9:43 left to go in the second. Pirates still with a 7-0 lead.
Some of the Knights from another squad here, and they tried to go over to the box where Kenny's sitting, and the parents called them back and said, "Hey, knock that off." I will point out that there's a parent here that had a little incident in the parking lot last night with the parking security.
Oh, that was one of those guys, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the sunglasses on his hat there.
I wonder why we got 2 guys in. They call.
Did they toss him or is he in the box too?
No, they put 2 of us in the box. I have no idea what happened.
17 is over there like. Here comes Duncan, shot on goal.
I wasn't sure if they could.
I have no idea.
They hit each other, I thought.
I'm gonna call Bo right now.
Number 17's over walking it off. Like he's got something to walk off over there.
I'm calling Bo over there on the bench to see if we could get a sideline report.
It's what our viewers are waiting for. He's all business. He's not taking your call right now.
Yeah, he sent me to voicemail.
Quick shot off the face-off. Pirates playing short-handed here. 1:20 left to go in this penalty kill. But Kenny and Xavier in the box. Maddox steps in. It's a 2-on-1. Plenty of Pirates back to help and take care of it, though. Up to Duncan. Duncan, nice pass over to Luke. Luke's got one man to beat. Unable to settle the puck.
Just had to jump off the stick there.
Duncan just gets laid out. I don't know if it's an ice or a penalty. I think it's an ice, but I sure like when their guys hit, but aren't too advanced in our way. Get a little physical.
It's 11-year-olds playing hockey.
It's nice when you got such a big lead. You don't really have to say much. The game's kind of speaking for itself, right? Quick shot off the face-off. Lucas. Goalie has to throw a leg pad out there to stop it. 35 seconds left on this penalty kill. Duncan almost with a rebound put away. Oh, Maddox just lost the puck. Duncan chucking nuts out there. Not sure what was going on.
Uppy's not doing good.
Is that Uppy that was down on the ice?
Yeah. He's a pretty tough kid. It doesn't go down easy.
Coaches will tend to Uppy. We'll get another man in the box.
They're gonna need to make more seating available. Uppy pretty shaken up still.
The Knights have got a parent in the box. We don't have a parent in the box, and this parent is, our guys are getting under his skin. He just asks the refs, tell your guys to quit talking to us. So, I guess Duncan and the other guys' penalties are going to be offsetting. It's going to remain 4-on-5.
I got 4-on-4?
4-on-5.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Looks like.
Ozone face-off for the Pirates. Puck's going to come up the boards. Nash steps down, keeps it in play. Connor on the puck. Luke on there. 5 seconds till Xavier jumps back on. Xavier back on. Bubba swings, shot right into it. Xavier face-off dot shot goes wide. 7:25 to go. Knights down in the corner. Luke steps up. Luke throws it on goal. Goalie unable to settle it. Bumps it behind the net. Connor behind the net. Xavier's going to skate over to the corner. Knights shovel it up to Bubba. Bubba sends it back down the wall. Puck gets sent to the center. There goes Bubba on the line. Bubba picks it up. Bubba sends it back into the corner. Bubba with his clean look, bouncing around. Knights unable to pick it up. There goes Bubba. He's going to get a second chance. Misses the puck. Sends it over to Nash. Nash's got all kinds of time and space. He tees it up. Nash throws it on net. Stopped by the goalie.
So 6:37 left to go in the second period. 7, right? Or is it
No, it is 7.
7-0? Shots on goal, 19-0.
Yeah. Kieran taking the draw. Jai to his left. Luke on the wall. Shovels it down. Kieran chases behind the net. Back up to Luke on the wall. He's got Cade and Maddox behind him. Here come the Knights. Maddox is on it. Maddox posting wide. Maddox down into the corner. Maddox on the puck. Frees it. Kieran back there to help. Maddox and Kieran free it. Maddox sends it up the boards over to Kieran, who's wide open. Kieran gets the puck. Kieran's going to get out of the zone. Pokes it ahead to Jai. Jai and Luke ahead. Little miscue there. Have a neutral zone draw.
Kenny must have got a 2 and a 10.
Yeah, maybe it's running his mouth or sports man, I don't know.
There had to be something else going on there because
The actual play wasn't.
The play itself didn't even really look like a penalty. I mean, the fact that the kid got tripped up is probably why they called it, but it was really not egregious. So
Nope.
I'll have to find out in the post-game report what happened there.
5:50 left to go in the second. Pirates still up 7-0. Here comes Duncan. Duncan pushes it in. Knights send it out of the zone. Maddox retrieves it. Maddox turns around at the red line. He sends it into open ice. Jai's going to chase this one, unable to. Luke picks it up at the blue line. Luke skates in. Luke just about gets to the slot. Knights take it away. Jai flips it back to Luke. Great puck control there. Knights strip it away. Cade sends it back down at the blue line behind the net. Duncan sends it. Jai with a great look there.
Jai just skates to the net every time. He hustles to the board and then goes to the net. Puck comes back out, he chases it to the boards, back to the net.
Yeah, playing smart hockey. That's what changes with these kids once they finally learn positional hockey versus chase the puck hockey. Luke with a nice shot off the face-off. Hits Jai's feet. Jai at the red line sends it back to the middle. Duncan just about gets a backhand on it, but it eludes him. Maddox spins it around. Duncan unable to get it. The Knights will skate it out. Here come the Knights through center ice. Jai picks it away. Jai gains the zone. Jai back on the wall. Throws it on net. Goes wide. Duncan picks this one up. Back to Maddox, and Maddox will keep it alive for a minute, but the Knights clear the zone. Puck comes down the other way. Cade chases down. 4:30 left to go in the second. Pirates still lead 7-0. Here come the Pirates. Luke up to Duncan. Duncan's got Kieran right there. Puck gets bumped away. Kieran in the corner. 4:05 to go in the period. Kieran bumps it back down to the blue line. Cade to the blue line, cycles it to Maddox. Great play there. Maddox with a nice look. Shot. Blocked. Shot. Follow-up shot by Luke. Pirates still shooting. Kieran picks it up in the corner. He cuts back. Kieran on the red line. Kieran sends it in. Up and over the net. Duncan retrieves it behind the net. Duncan to Kieran. Ref gets in the way. Kieran on the red line. Kieran finds Maddox. Pirates at the red line. Maddox wins the puck back. Kieran dumps it in. Maddox off for Bubba. Luke and Duncan on the forecheck. Kieran steps in. Knights unable to clear it. Kieran dumps it back in deep. 3:05 left to go in the period. Pirates able to cycle changes, pinning the Knights in their own zone. Here's Nash with the puck. Nash finds Duncan cross ice. Duncan ain't able to shoot. 3-on-2. Nash and Bubba Nash with a nice stick, takes it out of the way. Nash falls down. Low goal, Colt stops it.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in there.
Busiest Colt had to be all game. Got a glitchy scoreboard. The time keeps going on and off. It's like the Knights are credited on the official score sheet with their first 2 shots of the game. 2:39 left to go in the second. Pirates still at 7-0. Knights send it down the wall. Luke's able to clear it. Play in front of the Knights bench. The Knights gain the zone. Uppy and Nash. Uppy gets taken out again. Good stop by Colt.
That was a clear check.
Yeah, Uppy gets ran over it.
Clear check.
No play on the puck. Straight play to the body.
And it's amazing that the Knights parents aren't a little more outraged, you know?
Colt makes another stop. Knights get the face off. Quick shot into the corner. Xavier works to get it out. Pirates clear the zone. Battling on the red line. Nash steps over. Nash forces the skater to the outside. Puck pushed behind the net. Goes for the wraparound. Colt stops. Get up, we got
Little up eyes.
Coach.
See, the same thing just happened to Uppy, and
Yeah.
and now there's outrage. I agree. It probably should have been a penalty there, but it also should have been a penalty over there. I feel like they're calling up
Pretty lenient.
pretty even. Yeah.
Knights had coaches jumping on the ice while the play before the whistle,
Yeah.
and their player was already up on his skates.
If that's not a
That's
not a
game-
penalty,
That's a misconduct of some sort.
Yeah,
Because
you got to kick him out of here.
his player was back on his feet, I think.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just jump on the ice during play.
Oh. Center ice face off with nothing there.
5-on-5. Pirates win the draw, send it deep into the Knights zone. Jai chases. Kieran over to the corner will pick this one up. Kieran on the red line. Jai chases up to Cade, bounces over his stick. Maddox picks this one up at the red line. Skates past it. Jai follows. Jai dumps it in. Jai back on the puck, sends it up towards the goal. Dumped behind the goal. Less than a minute to go in the second period. Duncan on the wall stops this one. Back to Cade it goes. Cade back to wall to Duncan. Back to Cade. Knights clear the zone. Maddox is going to pick this one up. Maddox turns and sends it up the wall. Cade back up the wall. 40 seconds to go in the period. Knights trying to gain the zone. They do. Kieran says no, sends it back out. Duncan gets the puck. One man to beat, gets pushed wide. Duncan behind the net. Knight's trying to clear. Don't know how much time is left, but the buzzer's imminent. Kieran spins, gets bodied off the puck. 10 seconds to go. Shot on goal. Goalie covers it for a whistle.
Yeah, the only thing working on the scoreboard right now is shots on goal, and
It's a little glitchy, huh?
yeah, sometimes it'll flash 8.6 seconds left to go. It's like a bad wiring connection.
Connor in to take the draw. Xavier to his right. Luke, Bubba, and Uppy behind him. Luke pushes it into the corner. He's got a few seconds. Uppy can step up, take a quick shot. Uppy shoots high. That's the end of the second. Score after 2, 7-0. Pirates with a pretty
I
commanding
can't
lead.
believe Kimmy's still in the box over that play. I got to know a little bit more of what happened there.
Yeah, very strange.
One of the things that I love is like we're up in the game and the coaches are still expecting more, correcting the little things. Saw Nardone over there talking to Uppy after that last second shot and probably telling him what he liked about it or maybe what he could do differently next time.
Oh, you always hear Matt say, I don't care what the score is. It doesn't matter. It's always a 0-0 game. That's how you should always treat these. Guys are keeping their cool. You know the Knights are going to want to start getting chippy this period. They've already started. Their fans and their parents are trying to fuel that. But Kenny's got to skate right back to the box.
I mean, he was in there for almost the entire second period, it seemed like.
Hopefully he's almost done. Hopefully he just had to serve 10 and he's almost done. Luke tries to skate in. Knights strip it away at the red line.
See right here, I mean, we just had 4 kids go down to the ice. Just had 5 kids go down to the ice, and I would say those are all, you know, kids just playing hockey and not being the most proficient skaters.
They're just bumping into each other. They're trying to skate faster and they don't have great control of their speed yet, most of them. Here come the Knights. Bubba not be able to slow them down. Pirates clear the zone. Offsides.
I guess
by the
just
Knights.
a clunky mix of a game right there.
Neutral zone draw for the offsides. Kieran steps up to take the draw. Bumps it back to Nash. Nash sends it over to Maddox and Duncan's side. Knights caught offside again. steps in for the draw. Luke and Duncan to his sides. Nash and Maddox still in the back. Puck comes back to Nash. Oh, not enough heat on that, Nash. Got lucky there. Nash a little too casual with his D-to-D pass to Maddox. Got picked off. I don't know what happened there. After the scrum, Duncan goes in.
But that's what happens when you call a loose game. What a barn burner here, eh?
11:36, only a minute and a half into the third. Refs unsure what they're going to do. This coach is telling them how to call it, and refs saying, "Don't worry about it."
I think he might be telling him to get out. He just kicked him out.
Yeah,
He just kicked him out.
He's like, "You're out."
Yeah. You getting that on camera right here?
Yeah, he's
right here with the parent. Parent in the box getting kicked out of the ice.
You're out.
Bye. Bye, Felicia. That's the parking lot.
That is the parking lot guy.
No, he's got sent to timeout.
Coach is calling our boys back over to the bench. We got parents yelling obscenities on the night side. And
it's really this is probably one of the more bizarre games that I kind of witnessed here.
usually
Like,
when
I'm
you're
not-
getting destroyed by this bad, you just kind of let it, you just want it to be over.
Yeah,
You're not
and-
really pushing for,
Yeah,
I don't know.
And like we've been on the other side of
Plenty of times.
these exchanges, and it's like, you know, sometimes you can just say, hey, it's not our night, or hey, here's what's going on. And sometimes kids are a little bit bigger, faster, a little bit stronger, a little bit more physical, and it looks like it can be misconstrued as rough play. But that's not what I've seen here. Obviously, there's been a couple of things where
I
things
don't think
have
either team's playing dirty at all.
I mean, you know, there's been a few exchanges here, but it shouldn't have escalated to that.
Stay focused. We gotta play another one.
Well, not today, but. All right, the fans are doing good to hang with us here. We don't have many answers either. We got two refs talking to Pirates coaches, one ref talking to Knights coaches. Had one of the Knights parents or coaches in the penalty box get thrown out. We've had parents swearing at the refs on the Knights side. Our parents have.
We've still got almost a full period to play.
We're only
here.
90 seconds into the third.
Yeah. 84 to be exact.
So, still got a period to play. quite sure what's happening here.
We got a game to play.
Was that coach, or was that the coach that walked off the ice earlier?
Their parent or coach that was in their box got kicked out.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody got kicked out up there.
Well, you know, the thing is, you know it's not over yet. Once this thing picks back up, we're going to be riding this again. We got a security guard behind us now. Apparently the big guns were called in. Parking lot guy with the blue shirt was yelling F you at the refs.
Yeah. Refs kicked him out. So I don't know if he's leaving the building or not.
I think some of the other Knights parents were trying to get him to walk away kind of thing.
I mean, we already know he can be a little bit of a hothead after what we witnessed in the parking lot.
So smart.
Hey, stay focused.
Scoreboard. A couple more security guards. We got the attention of 3 security guards at this game. Oh, a 12 UB game. There we go. We might be resuming play here. Lots of talking. Refs say, switch this clock at run time. Let's get this thing done. Should have been running this whole time, eh? Back to Maddox. Maddox skates it out of his zone. Maddox and Kieran gain the zone. Luke comes in to support. Kieran chases it down to the corner. Kieran in the corner. Luke picks the puck up. Here comes Kieran. Luke with a shot on goal. Back to Kieran. Knights with a push. Maddox and Nash. Knights come in. Shot from far goes wide. Maddox into the corner. Sends it up to Luke. And Pirates, they've got nobody behind them. They could have just gotten up ice. Back to push the skater wide. Good challenge. Puck behind the net. Nice throw on net. Nash will just... it looks like it's going to stop. No ice. Good little clear there. Nice player falls into the corner. Here come Knights the other way. Xavier with a long shot. Bouncer gets caught by the goalie for a whistle. 9:25 left to go. Pirates up 7-0.
I still don't know. I still don't know what the call was on Kenny. I got to find out if he said something.
Well,
The penalty itself was
He just got released.
even a questionable penalty.
Pirates in. Got a penalty. Penalty on the Knights. Nice player going to the box. Pirates will be on a power play. 8:30 left to go in the third. They still lead 7-0. Kenny's back in now. You know he's chomping at the bit to put another one in the net.
An interesting thing, the kid that just went in plays for the Knights, and his last name is Golden. It's kind of ironic, huh?
It's a good one.
thought I'd point out the little fun facts, at this point in the game.
Things that the viewers can't see, right?
Yeah.
Kenny skates around the walls. Kenny finds Kieran. Shot wide. Jai's going to chase this one down. Comes back over to Kieran. Kieran in the slot. Here comes Kenny with a good look. Kenny gets in right at the hash marks. Kenny goes in really close. Finds Cade. Cade with a good look. Goes wide. Uppy. That's the puck taken away. Uppy with the back check. Good D there. Kenny gets it the other way. Still got a minute 05 on this power play. Kenny gets past the last person. Kenny goes for the 5-hole. Puck's still free. Knights somehow come away with it. Knights clear the zone. Kenny picks the puck up. 7 minutes to go in the period. 45 seconds left on the power play. Kenny's looking to just walk one in. He's got to use his team though. Knights clear the zone. Uppy picks it up. Knight gets around and Knights with a breakaway. Colt's got to be ready. Big save by Colt. The short-handed breakaway. Uppy sends it up the wall. Jai and Kenny trying to break through. They still got 20 seconds on the power play. Knights with the blue line shot goes wide. Kieran's going to chase this one over. 10 seconds left on the power play. Puck up to Kenny. Kenny through. Kenny's got one man to beat. Gets around him. Kenny's in all alone. And Kenny with the power play goal. With the finishing trip by the goalie. Pirates up 8-0. 6:10 left to go in the third.
That's what I'm talking about!
Connor in for the draw. Both Luke's on his sides. Bubba and Maddox in the back. Bubba looks up. Bubba sends it up the boards over to Luke. Luke does a good job to get it out. Pirates trying to settle it. Luke takes it up. Stopped at the blue line. Bubba dumps it in. Down into the corner. Coach is yelling for a forecheck. Knights send it up the wall. Bubba settles it. Sends it back down to the corner. Up behind the net. Luke Evans in for the challenge. Back up the wall to Bubba. And out of the zone to Maddox. Maddox has got one guy pressuring. Maddox past the red line. Pirates in. Connor in. Connor with a shot blocked. Connor tries to send it back in front of the net. Knights pick it up. Back to the blue line and Knights clear the zone. Pirates on the back check. Able to prevent any kind of shot. Here comes Maddox. We got a 3-on-2. Maddox in.
That's a slash.
Luke follows. Bubba with a good look. Right on goal. Gets bumped wide. Players battling behind the net. 4 minutes left in the game. Pirates up 8-0. Loose puck in front of the net. Knights knock it away. Knights up ice. Knights all the way down. Shot goes high up and over the net. Maddox in the corner. Here goes Luke up ice. Luke gets hooked. Xavier gains the zone. Xavier tied up. Kenny steps in, picks the puck up. Kenny down the red line. Kenny pulls up. Kenny looks, finds Bubba top of the slot. Bubba lets it go low and hard. Loose puck. Pirates unable to get a shot. 3:15 left to go in the game. Knights break it out, and Kenny's going to get
Again,
maybe an offsides.
With all the distractions and stuff, the Pirates kind of got away from their game a little bit. Right, playing the puck hard in the boards, winning those puck battles, crashing to the net, getting those rebound second chances. It's just been a really choppy game. The last half of this game here.
I mean, you're happy with the score, but it's just been messy.
Yeah.
Knights push forward. Cade goes to get it out. Kenny gets bumped off the puck. Colt with a big save.
No, Kenny.
We're watching the same game as his parents.
Yeah, I'm really curious what's going on.
I'm pretty excited. Up the boards, almost out. Cade's going to skate over. Cade decides to throw it back behind the net. Knights pick it up. Pirates trying to clear, and they do. 1:20 left to go in the game. Pirates still up 8-0. Jai with a nice shot from the face-off circle gets blocked. Right in front of the net here. Couple of opportunities, loose puck. And the Knights are content to just ice it. Colt stops it, wasn't sure if it was going to clear. Couple changes for the Pirates. Cade's got the puck on his stick. Colt comes up with a stop, loose puck. Lots of activity in front of the net. 35 seconds left to go. Puck's frozen in the corner. Kieran picks it up. Kieran sends it up the boards and out. Refs say no ice. 20 seconds left to go in the game. At least the puck's on the right side of the ice. Knights send it down. Colt stops it. Keeps the clock running. 10 seconds left. Here comes Kenny. He's going to skate it down for one last drive. 5 seconds left. 10, 2, 1. Right on goal. Goalie comes up with a stop. Final score 8-0.
Getting some boos on the other side there.
Better represent.
Sometimes you have games
I'd really
like
like to be a part of this handshake line right now. You know what I
Sometimes you have
mean?
games
You
like
guys know
this.
you have no business being on the same ice, right? Two games in a row you guys play out.
Why are you talking to us?
Why are you coming over here,
You think
dude?
it's You think it's our call?
Proud.
You think it's my? You think it's my call? Jeez, dude.
You watching this? These are 11-year-old kids out here.
No, I know.
I don't coach ref or play. I just watch. Nothing to do with it. We've been on the other side more times than we know too.
They've never even played it.
BGK doesn't let us play above B.
Know what you're getting. Like,
We've tried.
We're good.
we've been on the other side.
Well, that's it. You heard some of that. These parents aren't happy. Some of them coming up. Anyway, thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow.